Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Bradford City versus Salford City match preview. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 40 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're now on the road to 100 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below what would your starting 11 be for this match, and also let me know down below what is your score prediction. Do you think we'll make it back-to-back league wins? Obviously we started out the season with a brilliant victory away at one of the title favourites, then a disappointing cup defeat on Tuesday, but we're going to speak about it all in today's video, so make sure to drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you're new as well, and let's get into it. So if we start out then with how both teams have got on so far this season, my team Bradford City, we currently sit 7th in the table. After one match we've got 1 win, 0 draws and 0 defeats, scoring 2 goals and conceding 1, which leaves us on a positive 1 goal difference and 3 points. Our last couple of matches then have been a 1-1 draw away at Grimsby Town in the Carabao Cup first round, losing 9-8 on penalties, and also a 2-1 win away at MK Dons. Like I mentioned earlier, a brilliant way to start out the season. I don't think there'll be many teams that go to Stadium NK and come out with anything, never mind all 3 points, and a pretty comfortable win considering, you know, the late pressure that didn't really arrive from MK Dons. If we compare that then though to Salford City, they currently sit 22nd in the Sky Bet League 2 table, just above relegation, in the relegation zone at the moment on goal difference. After one match they've got 0 wins, 0 draws and 1 defeat, scoring 0 goals and conceding 2, which leaves them on a -2 goal difference and 0 points. Their last couple of matches then have been a 2-0 defeat at home to Doncaster Rovers in the Carabao Cup at first round on Tuesday, with Billy Sharp and Luke Molyneux both scoring in that one. Salford had 19 shots in that game but only 2 on target, so it's clear to see where their problems lie, because they also had a 2-0 defeat at home to Port Vale on the opening day of the season, and that tells you everything really that you need to know about how about how Salford City's season has gone. Again, just 2 shots on target in that game as well. They're really struggling for goals at this moment in time, even though they've got Cole Stockton up front, who's a proven League 2 goal scorer. But now we're going to get into the team that I would go with if I was Graham Alexander. Now I would definitely stick with the 3-1-4-2 formation. We had a brilliant result against MK Dons and a very solid performance on the whole against Grimsby playing this way, so I would definitely stick with that one. In goal I've gone with Sam Walker. On Tuesday night didn't really have much to do, made a decent save in the second half, but that was about it. Against MK Dons made 4 or 5 top class saves, so he definitely starts in between the sticks for me. I think he's been very good so far this season. Could he maybe done a little bit better with some of the penalties on Tuesday? Potentially so, but apart from that, no complaints with him whatsoever. Into the back 3 then, at right centre back I've gone with Aidan Baldwin. As we know, Callum Johnson probably still won't be available for contention to be selected for this match, as he is still building up his match fitness. He did miss the whole of pre-season, so Baldwin starts for me, and I thought on Tuesday was a little bit better than what he was on Saturday. I thought he was fairly solid on Tuesday, and I was quite impressed actually as well with Aidan Baldwin's passing, so he starts for me at right centre back. In the middle I've gone with Kieran Kelly. I've not been impressed with Neil Byrne so far. Sam Stubbs not even made it into the matchday squad in both games now, and Neil Byrne for me has been poor in both of them. I know that's not the most popular of opinions, but for me personally I wouldn't start Byrne in this one, and I put Kelly in the middle, because on the left side it has to be Jack Shepherd. I don't care where he plays, Shepherd has to start this match. I thought he was absolutely brilliant on Tuesday. Yes, the goal kind of does come down his side, but I would put that more down to Lewis Richards being caught far too high up the pitch. On the whole I thought Shepherd had a really good game on Tuesday. A lot of vital tackles, blocks, interceptions, headers. I thought he was absolutely excellent, and again some really nice forward passes into the midfield. He's played left wing back, left centre back in both them positions as well. He's looked very comfortable, so he definitely starts for me. He won the penalty on Tuesday and should have probably had a goal as well. I'm not really too sure why that was disallowed, but my back 3 will be Baldwin, Kelly and Shepherd. Moving on then into my midfield, as the holding midfielder I've gone with the captain Richie Smallwood. We know that we don't really have much competition for Smallwood, and on Tuesday on the whole I thought he was quite solid, to be fair. First half an hour I thought he was absolutely outstanding and bossed it on the pitch. He does miss the penalty, blasts it off the crossbar, and it is a pretty poor spot kick in all honesty, and I feel like after that he was just trying to make up for it too much, but actually in the end caused a lot of space being left in our midfield because he was needlessly pressing at times. He did score a good penalty in the shootout, and his performance did dip a little bit after he missed the penalty in the game, but for me personally he definitely starts in this one. He's the type of player you need in your home games at Valley Parade. Into my my wing backs then, on the right hand side, I've gone with Brad Halliday. I think it's been quite a slow start to the season for Brad Halliday, but we don't really have much competition for him. It sounds very likely Alex Gilead will be leaving the football club, and Callum Johnson is still unavailable due to obviously that lack of fitness. So Halliday has to start, but I feel like in the 2 games that he's played so far, he's not been bad in, he's just not been as good as what he was last campaign. So fingers crossed that does start to come over the next few matches. In terms of my 2 central midfielders, firstly I've gone with Anthony Sarcevic. I feel like he's not done anything to stand out so far in a Bradford City shirt, but he's still been impressive. He's had some nice touches, he's had some nice passes, but nothing in terms of end product in the final third at the moment. So I'd see a little bit more for him in this one against Salford City. Lots of goal contributions for him last season at Stockport County, so fingers crossed he starts getting a couple for Bradford City over the next coming weeks. And partnering him is Alex Patterson. For me personally, the first name on the team sheet, absolutely excellent against MK Don, scored a brilliant goal, and that is the type of play we need in this team. Someone who can score a goal out of nothing. His legs and energy in that midfield is excellent. I was surprised maybe not to see him get 15-20 minutes off the bench against Grimsby on Tuesday, but I guess considering his injury history last season, you don't want to wear him out all too much. You don't want him to pick up them wear and tear injuries, because if he does, he's going to be out for 3-4 months again, which is something we simply cannot afford. So he absolutely starts for me in at central midfield. And at left wing back, I've maybe gone a little bit rogue with this one. I've gone at Clark Adore. Now I know he doesn't really want to play there, he wants to play midfield, but his best performances so far this season, including pre-season, have been at left wing back. Great assist in the match we played out in Austria for Andy Cook's header, and a great assist on Tuesday night, a brilliant ball into the box, low hard, and Andy Cook tapped that one home as well. So Clark Adore for me personally plays much better as that left wing back, and I know it will probably be more than likely Tyreek Wright starting in that position, but based on what I've seen so far, Clark Adore offers a little bit more there. Neither of them are going to really give you much defensively, but Adore for me offers more going forward. He's brilliant on the ball, he's so talented and technically gifted. I just hope if he does get another opportunity in this position, then he thrives in there. Whoever starts, whether it's Wright, Richards, Adore, I feel like Adore is the best out of them 3, and I thought Lewis Richards was actually quite poor on Tuesday night, in all honesty. And as my 2 strikers then, at first I've gone with Andy Cook. Brilliant for him to get off the mark so early on in the season. We know that his real competition in Bantams will miss this game through concussion, but Cook scored a great goal, and I feel like a lot of strikers, the likes of Kavanagh, Smith for example, might not have anticipated that ball to come all the way through, because the goalkeeper should have saved it, but Cook still gambles on that ball going all the way through, and I thought it was a really good finish for him. And not just that, I thought his performance on the whole was quite impactful, so he definitely starts for me. And partnering him, I've gone with Jake Young. Now I was debating between Young and Sanderson, but I feel like Young will be a little bit ahead of him in terms of pre-season fitness and all that sort of stuff. And Callum Kavanagh for me shouldn't start this one. I think he's been poor in both of the games competitively so far this season, but he's a young player. There's still a lot more to come from Callum Kavanagh, but I think Jake Young does deserve that opportunity to start, and fingers crossed if he starts getting more starts, he might be a little bit more convinced to stay, because obviously there has been a lot of interest from League 1 and League 2 clubs as well. And one thing to note as well about Ollie Sanderson, I think Peterborough owner Darren McAntony basically said he was one of the players that they were going to look at if they had room in the budget to try and sign. So I feel like whenever Peterborough United are interested in a player, it normally means they're going to be pretty decent, so hopefully he does get some minutes, but obviously he's not had too much training time with the boys, so I'm not too sure if I'd throw him in straight away. I think he needs a few substitute appearances before we start starting him regularly. On the bench then for me then, that would leave Colin Doyle, Neil Byrne, Alex Gilead, which might be controversial, but he covers about 17 positions, so he's on the bench while he's still here in my opinion. Jamie Walker, Bobby Poynton, Callum Kavanagh and Ollie Sanderson. The 2 players currently unavailable are Callum Johnson due to fitness and Verden Oliver due to that concussion. So the players who miss out then through selection would be Sam Stubbs, Zach Hadey, Lewis Richards, Kevin McDonald, who apparently is training with the first team. Graham Alexander confirmed, so I'm not too sure where the rumour came from of him training with the youth team, but apparently he's now back training with the first team as well, if he ever was training with the youth team, who really knows. Also missing out would be Gabriel Wadsworth, Adam Wilson, Tyreek Wright, Tyler Smith and Harry Ibbotson. Let me know down below, do you agree or disagree with my squad? And if you're interested as well in my score prediction, make sure to go over to the main channel and check out my Game Week 2 League 2 score predictions with Super Sadler Seb. I'm going to leave it there then for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 40 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that would be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below what is your score prediction for this match and what would your starting 11 be as well. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Peace.